Also, I didn't know there were people there.
And that's the work. No, what's the work order number they're gonna have after?
That's the only one that's vacant.
I know, but it just walking into a house like that, I've never actually had to, so it's like kind of weird.
What are you talking about?
Or
Walking into a house to do an estimate.
Abandoned.
What's that?
You staying here or you going, Tanisha?
I'm the one that's.
Huh?
I don't want to be on video right now, Don, please.
Oh. Well, okay.
Sorry, I'm just like a little frustrated.
Okay, you think I can do to help?
No.
No. Not yet.
You rally.
All right. All right, so what are we doing this morning, please?
Oh, this morning we're doing eviction. Right now we're sorting out through all our work orders for the guys, keep them busy.
Okay.
Got all these work orders completed. Guys
Wow.
have been really busy this last week.
Wow, you guys are knocking it out of the ballpark.
They really are. And then we're just rounding up for work,
So-
pay, and the eviction.
Percentage-wise, we have almost 500 rentals. We don't really have that many evictions. Maybe, shoot, I don't know. In a year's time, maybe 3% or something. Not even that many. Not even that many. So we actually have pretty good success. We don't like to do evictions. We don't want to. We do everything we can to avoid it. But when it can't be avoided, we have to take care of our duty, and the owner of the property deserves the best service, you know. So, John, you going, or
Yep, I'm part of that.
what are we going to do?
We're gonna go in, we're gonna put plastic down on the yard, and then we're gonna set all their items from inside the house out on the plastic in the yard, and then we're gonna cover it and tape it up so it's sealed up from the rain.
What happens after 24 hours?
Reasonable amount of time, we have to leave it, and then we have to come back, pick it all up, take it to the dump.
Is 24 hours a reasonable amount of time?
I think so.
Okay. Naomi, is there any RCW on that you know of?
It's 24 hours is the RCW.
That's
Okay.
typical, all right?
Okay. Then there's different counties have different rules. When I was working in Seattle, they always left us hanging and said it was a reasonable amount of time.
Well, Seattle is a whole different ball game. I don't know if I should. Well, I'm not going to say any more on video, but anyway. So, okay, guys, I'm going to get ready. Emily, I'm going over that house for that eviction. Okay. Ah, yeah. So, I need to borrow about $800.
Oh, it's on there.
I know. Don't ask the bookkeeper.
YouTube will give you money.
Don't ask the bookkeeper.
YouTube will give you money.
No, I'm not monetizing these. This is just for educational purposes only. Training and educational purposes only.
I thought I sure was gonna do. I don't have my
All right, so we're getting ready to go out this morning.
Yeah, well, that's part of the deal. Just make sure it's
So we're getting ready to go out this morning
Can you make me copies of the
and
service logs? Please, I need copies
do
of
what we
that.
have to do.
Here you just have mine. I got you.
The
5.
sheriff is going to meet us at this location, and we're going to put the people on the
Eviction
street.
This morning, so we're trying to round everybody
No, you're
up.
okay. Take your time. I'm a little early. I'm like 10 minutes early. I just didn't play
That's okay, we can go through it real quick because we gotta leave.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, come, you have a seat right here. This is a new vendor that does plumbing work. does
Plumbing
septic.
in the first quarter.
Do you mind if I'm videotaping this process of eviction, so you're going to be on tape? Is that okay?
I don't mind.
A little advertising?
Hey, you know, you might.
Tell me who you are and what you do
I'm
then.
Shane with A Advanced Septic and Construction.
This is going on YouTube, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. We do installation, system services, repairs, construction, any type, retaining walls, drain field rehabilitation, septic tanks, you name it.
Okay, good. So we need people like you.
Absolutely.
And my name is Don Lesky. I'm the owner of the company.
I'm Shane. Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you. My wife is the bookkeeper. She's the one that writes the checks. If you have invoices in by Tuesday, you get a check on Friday.
Tracking easy enough. Okay.
Tuesday, you get paid on Friday.
Was that the tax exempt price?
And if you need half up front, we can do that.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't play around.
So on bigger jobs, it will be 50% up front.
Yeah.
Anything that's pumping or septic, it's just going to be on a net 30, net 45 term.
Our biggest thing that we've had with vendors is they'll either be really super honest and they get so busy they can't take care of our needs, or they're not really that honest.
Well, that's one thing with A-Advance that I like so much is that we were not going to... I just started reaching out to Naomi today, or yesterday. We did not want to outgrow ourselves, and so now we're ready for expansion, and that's why we're reaching out to more property management companies, so because we can take on that business. So as we're growing, we're going to slowly trickle it out so we don't get overwhelmed like that.
I might, Can I videotape you?
We're completely transparent and we communicate on everything, so it's big in our book as well.
Okay. Well, honesty is the most important thing to me.
You guys also do sub pump replacements or installation, drainage, drain fields. I actually have one I got a bid on, which I think is really high.
Okay.
For a house that I'm selling.
Okay.
So
You do foundation?
We do. We're a one-stop shop, sir.
Okay. Well, later I'll talk. I'll send you an email. My son is a developer.
Okay.
And he's always looking for people to do foundation work or whatever.
Absolutely.
And that's my older son. And my younger son flips houses.
All right. Well, we'll be your bread and butter and your go-to. That's really what I'm a relationship guy. I really want to build long-term, lasting relationships and build a good partnership. I don't look at it as you're my client, I'm yours. I look at it as a partnership.
Okay.
And that's how I really want to move forward with things.
Well, you're saying all the right things.
Oh, but saying it and doing it are two complete opposites.
Thank you.
I'm a finger on the pulse guy. So I constantly bird dog and watch everything. So I want to make sure the customers are satisfied.
Most things you do by bid, I assume. Do you have an hourly rate when you need to?
We do, yeah.
What is your hourly rate?
It's specific. It's specific by what we're doing. But
Your to the public. What's your public? Not what you would charge us, but what do you charge an hourly?
we're about $189 an hour.
$189. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I need to know, and then
And it's raining outside too.
I'm assuming
Really
we get
depends
a.
on where we're at, what section of the company we're. It just really depends. There's so many
No,
breakdowns on.
I'm assuming we get a wholesale rate or a vendor rate.
Especially if we start building and developing that relationship, and I know that I'm your go-to vendor, absolutely going to do that. It's all about relationships. I can give you everything and open the door for you, but what am I going to get in return? Am I going to be your first guy? And that's where the honesty comes in. That's where the transparency comes in. So.
Yeah. Well, it depends. $189 for foundation work and such is fine.
So foundation, I have no idea. That's completely different. That's going to be a bid job.
All right.
Yeah, I'm talking about services like going out and pumping septic tanks and stuff of that nature. Plumbing, once we kick it off into first, second quarter of next year. I don't know what that rate looks like. I know from my standpoint, each building block here is going to be a different rate. It just depends on what you want.
okay.
Well, it's
Did
man.
I give you a W-9?
Nope, I was gonna, I've got one from here. So that one.
Got that. It just needs a date on it.
Okay.
And we're good to go. Do you have any? So for a certificate of insurance, so if you could shoot me an email, and then I have a 24-hour turnaround with our insurance company on that, and I'll get that over to you.
So for owners, homeowners, and we have some commercial that complain about our $75 an hour, refer them over here and let them get a taste of that $180 an hour.
Yeah, and like I said, that's one of the hourly rates that we have on one of our spectrums. That's nothing set in stone. I mean, so it could be way higher, it could be way lower. It just really depends on what navigation and what route we're going.
Donnie.
Let me take a second to read this over here.
Hey, I charge $195 an hour for professional testifying in court and when I have to do stuff like that. Okay, we're going to start rolling out here. Huh?
We still have time.
Yeah, but I got to go by the fence company and get some fencing.
All right, I'll see you there.
Then
All
you'll
right.
miss it.
Huh?
You're not gonna miss
Are you
it.
going to be there by 9? So
Yeah.
You can watch the whole.
Yeah.
Tape the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Do you have,
I just got to go by the fence company and grab some piece of fence.
do you have
okay.
your taxis in?